Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and croeso. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've stumbled upon this channel, the chances are that you have an interest in the magic and lore of Wales. Perhaps you are a pagan or a witch, and you draw inspiration and information for your craft and your practice and your faith from the Celtic culture of Wales. Perhaps you're a Welsh person and you're thinking to yourself, it isn't fair that we didn't get taught more about mythology and folklore in school. Or perhaps you're somebody who has just discovered that you have Welsh ancestry and you want to learn more about it. Or maybe you're just curious about the magic and enchantment of Welsh culture in general. Well, this is the perfect place for you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mhara Starling. I grew up on Ynys Môn, the Isle of Anglesey, right at the tippy top of North Wales. I grew up with Welsh as my first language, and I was privileged and fortunate enough to have grown up in such a small community that I was taught about the Mabinogi, about Welsh mythology, Welsh folklore, and the magic and enchantment of my landscape from a very young age. The interest that I have in the magic and lore of Wales is something that has been part of my life since I was a child. From as young as I can remember, I was obsessed with fairies and witches and giants and wizards and magic and mythology. And I had teachers and mentors who nudged me in the right direction to learn more about these things. When I was growing up, I felt like there wasn't that much information about Welsh magic and lore as there were for other cultures. For example, if you were to find a book on Celtic mythology, Celtic folklore, Celtic magic in any kind of context in a bookshop, it would usually be 90% Irish and sometimes a little bit of Scottish material with maybe one or two Welsh things scattered in there. And I always yearned for more. I wanted more. I wanted a deeper exploration of these themes and these stories and these ideas that captivated my mind. But it was just difficult. It was hard. And after a few years of moping and whining about there not being anything out there, I decided to be the change that I wanted to see in the world, and I put myself out there and I started exploring these things in greater detail. So I created this YouTube channel. I started making content on places like TikTok. I started sharing as much as I could on Instagram and Facebook. I started talking at conferences and events and sharing my passion and my love for the magic and lore of Wales. And it all culminated in me writing my own book, Welsh Witchcraft, A Guide to the Spirits, Lore and Magic of Wales, which is out now and you can purchase it wherever books are sold. So the purpose of this YouTube channel and all of my work is to promote the magic and lore of Wales. And by doing that, we end up exploring folklore, mythology, history, culture, and so much more. As a Welsh speaker, I'm also quite useful when it comes to learning the pronunciations of certain words. So for example, if you didn't know how to pronounce Mabinogi, you do now. Or if you didn't know how to pronounce the name Rhiannon or Arianrhod, you do now. This YouTube channel has been going now for a few years, and there are already a few videos on here, but I'm committing this year to putting in the effort to make more videos for this channel, to make more content, to try and push even more of the magic of Wales into the life of others. And so if that is something that interests you and you want to learn more about the magic and lore of Wales, then stick around. Fair warning, I'm a little bit like a rash. Now that you've rubbed up against me, it's going to be very hard to get rid of me and I'm going to be popping up everywhere. Over the next year and well into the future, I have plans to put out videos to do with folklore, mythology, history, culture, and all specifically within a Welsh cultural context. So whether you are a pagan and you want to learn more about how to incorporate the magic of Wales into your practice, or whether you're just somebody who's interested in mythology and magic in general and you want to learn more, this is the perfect place for you. Expect videos about fairies, giants, wizards, witches, the language itself, druids, the Mariluid, cauldrons, gods and goddesses, and inspiring forces called awen. All this and more. Croeso I cornel bach fi o'r byd hudolus yma. Welcome to my little magical corner of the world. Click that subscribe button to carry on exploring the magic and lore of Wales. And don't forget to find me elsewhere too. Like I said, I'm like a rash, so you can find me pretty much anywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. If you'd like to support my work, Patreon is the best place to go. And there's exclusive content on there that nobody else has access to. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope to see you all very soon. Diolch o galon. Ta-ra!